Welcome, I'm Rose Oatley, and today we're going to be making the most amazing homemade chocolate chip cookies, moist and chewy in the inside, but crispy around the edges. Starting with your dry ingredients, you're going to need all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and a sifter if you have one. Add 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, proper measuring is critical to baking, which is why I like to use these type of dry measuring cups. Take a knife to level off your flour and get that perfect measurement. Add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt. Shake to sift your dry ingredients. See how much nicer this looks?
Wow.
This is to remove clumps, especially if you're using a whisk. Now, there's nothing worse than finding a pocket of dry flour in your baked goods. Mix to combine all ingredients and set aside. For our wet ingredients, we're going to need 1 cup of softened, not melted, unsalted butter or 2 sticks of butter. Add a half cup of regular granulated sugar, 1 cup of light brown sugar. Now, someone came in here and mixed both sugars, so it looks like I'm going to be using the dark brown kind today, which will probably give me a stronger taste and darker cookie. That's fine. Now it's time to start mixing our butter and sugars. Then we want to add 2 eggs, 1 at a time. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Continue mixing for just a bit. I'm going to start adding my dry ingredients, and you want to add a little bit at a time. You don't want to add the whole thing at one time. I like to do it in thirds. This will allow you to mix a lot better. If you have to, go in and scrape the sides of your bowl to push in any flour. And mix until everything is nicely combined. Now that our mixing is done, add 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Today I'm using Ghirardelli, and it looks like someone's been in them already, so I hope I can make it to 2 cups. Let's find out. Alright, for my second cup, it looks like I only made it to 3/4 cups, but I'm going to reserve a few of these chocolate chips to put on top at the end, and you'll see what I mean. Now we just want to mix them. You might need to use a little bit of muscle here. If you'd like, you can also add some walnuts, some pecans, whatever kind of nuts you like. I usually like doing this at the end when I have a little extra batter, and I'm adding walnuts today. I like to use my cookie scooper for this. It's got a nice release handle, just like your ice cream scooper does. And these are nice because you get the same size cookie, and they also all cook evenly at the same time. Now, if you don't have any, just try and roll your little balls. Try and roll the balls.
God.
Just try and roll them the same size. All right. Anyway, sorry. I'm using a large cookie sheet pan with parchment paper. Now, if you find that your parchment paper doesn't stick to the pan, just add a little bit of grease on the bottom. Now, for the extra chocolate chips that we reserved, I like to add a few on the top of each one just to make them look a little prettier, but you don't have to. In the middle rack of a 350-degree oven, you want to cook between 10 and 13 minutes or until golden brown. I usually let them cool for 2 minutes on the cookie sheet pan, then transfer them to my cooling rack. The cookies should be nice and golden on the bottom. This batch will make you almost 3 dozen chocolate chip cookies. I was 1 cookie shy of the 3 dozen. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so below or hit my little picture on the side. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified of all of my new videos, and please be sure to check out these links on the side. Share with your friends. Thanks for watching and your support.